Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps. South Asia Maps is a education channel, intellectual Kshatriya channel. At South Asia Maps, your presenter Dr. J. Reddy will bring you South Asia centric, south of Karakoram Mountains, north of Kanyakumari district. History, geography and cultural topics will be brought to you in the form of maps, icons, images. The emphasis will be bringing very abstract ideas into iconographic forms of maps, images, pictures, so that audience will understand South Asia much easier. The things will be etched in your mind easier. Today we are continuing our fascinating discussion on human ecology, part 62, a subsection of human ecology, population. So please pay attention to this icon, population. Current topic of interest is every year the southern province of Kerala adds 15 lakh people, that is 0.15 million people, net population humans to India and planet Earth. It adds 15 lakh people or 0.15 million people. Per decade it adds 1.5 million people. Per year 0.15 million people. Per decade 1.5 million population is added. Mitram and Bandhuvam, this is I post regularly India Maps 2. Number 2 here, this is my Twitter handler site, and this is South Asia Maps J. Reddy main YouTube channel. At this channel, during the last 1 year, I have posted more than 270 fascinating presentations on varied topics, decades of my understanding of Indology and Mother Bharat, Bharat Mata, and lot of effort, meticulously made maps and presentations. You can go and explore and enjoy. I have taken time to put a very serious work, not just taking something from Wikipedia and posting there. And each topic is immaculately made, especially if you are preparing for any public service commissions. If you go there and put the effort, and you can understand the concept very easily, and you can leverage that knowledge, your depth of understanding during the interviewing process or in the exams also. To make these things very intuitive for you, I have divided these 280 presentations or so into 30 or so playlists, so that appropriate presentation is put in appropriate folder. Current presentation is because on human population, also in general human ecology. I will put in 2 of these playlists. So there are other playlists like British Raj, natural boundaries in India, and Assam region, Karnataka, historic Bengal presidency region, alienated land of ours, Pakistan, and historical leaders, rivers and mountains of Bharat, geographical areas made easy, that is the game series, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Maratha Empire, the districts and regions of India, railway history, Vijayanagara Empire, Nizams of Hyderabad, and Islam, the delusional belief system, which is aggressive and as religious phraseology is a dominating system, hostile to the Kafirs or parent body by the converts. Yogic perspectives of Sri Ram Swarup, Voice of India think tank Mahayogi Ram Swarup, Sitaram Goel's works are presented there. Central provinces and Nizams of Hyderabad, Bombay Presidency, a varied, whatever may be your interest, you can find there of your requirement. And if you like them, I really appreciate you subscribe the channel and bring it to the notice of your friends. And current presentation is on the population increase contribution by Kerala every year 0.15 million. And before we go to that and 0.15 million, let's finish this one. And this is the population series, human population, ecology population. 52, I talked about the countries contributing to global population increase. 10 million or so by India, 5 million by China, 5 million by African country Nigeria, almost 4.5 million by Pakistan, our alienated neighbor across the Red Cliff line, that is the Allah's line, the west of River Ravi. Then 2 million people per year by United States. I also brought in Bangladesh to make the story complete. That is the 1.6 million per year. That is a very big contribution. Elephant in the planet Earth. Population elephant. That is the topic generally people shy away to discuss, but has a serious implications. Population elephant planet Earth 57 series. We continue this sequel with the provinces of India, states of India. Andhra Pradesh 0.8 million, Uttar Pradesh 3.3 million per year, Tamil Nadu 1 million per year, 0.60, Karnataka we discussed just now, 0.8 million or 8 million per decade. Current topic 62 is Kerala contributes 1.5 million people per decade. So that is the current topic of discussion. I got this information from the site Statistics Times, Demography, India, Kerala population. The figures are regarding the growth of the 2011, from 2001 to 2011. So almost 12, 13 years back, but it will be essentially the same. This gives the broader idea. I have taken this same but put it here. You can remember 4.91 and this is the 4.91. 2001 Kerala province has 31 million people. 2011 AD the population grew by 33 million people. That is the growth per the decade of 4.91%. 4.91% is nothing but 0.0491. You take that figure, multiply with the 2001 base population 31, you get 1.5 million per that particular decade. Per that particular decade, 1.5 million people added. Per year, almost 0.15 million added. You add 1.5 to this, you will get this figure. That's what it is. How does this fit into overall global perspective? This is the planet Earth. 2023, the planet Earth will have 8 billion people. 8 followed by 9 zeros. That is equals to 8,000 million people. Million is 6 zeros. In Indian terms, 8 billion equals to 800 crores or 8,000 million equals to 800 crores. How you remember? Very easy. This is 0 sphere, put one more sphere Earth, that becomes 8 billion people on the planet Earth. Again, every year how many people contributed to the planet Earth? 80 million are added. This is after taking away the deaths. Net contribution. This is almost the population of Germany. That is the most populous country in Europe. If you do not consider Russia, because it is a transcontinental country, both in the Siberian part and European part. That is around about 110 million people. So, Germany, the largest populous country in Europe, contributes 8 million. That is the current population. Britain has around about 70 million or so. France pretty much close. Spain is around about 60 million or so. So 80 million is added per year, among which Kerala contribution is 0.15. It looks small for you, but not actually. Think about it. Kerala has a size of 38,000 square kilometers. There are around about 35 million people live here. Make it 38, just make it little bit. That means 1,000 people live per square kilometers. So, if this is the 38, 1,000 add 1,000, that means 38,000 million people live there. This is a tremendous amount of population. It's not every square kilometer. You are having a population of 1,000 people, and you have to have agricultural land, schools there, factories, buildings there, and certain farmland, disposal sites, the railway tracks, the roads, their houses. And so 1 square kilometers is not a big area. 1,000 people live there. Imagine about that. That is a very important thing you have to keep in mind. Here, this is the historic regions of Kerala. Southern part is called Venadu region. That is the Travancore region. That is a region. Southernmost part used to be non-Jilnadu. Now is called Kanyakumari, added to Madras Presidency of Tamil Nadu. Middle region is Kochi. The northern part is Malabar region. So Venadu, Kochi, Malabar, that is the Kerala. So I started this series like Human Ecology, Predicament, Dr. Catton's work based upon Overshoot, Bottleneck, and because the population is also human ecology, I am adding to that in the overall human ecology part, but population subsection of it. So the first the 50 series are mostly from Dr. Catton's work. You see the carrying capacity, the amount of the people a land can hold indefinitely, taking over, the takeover by humans of the land, replacing the flora and fauna, that is its competitors of humans, plants and animals, drawing down of temporary resources, coal, oil, natural gas, and so on. New World, that means the Americas and Australia. Old world is Europe, Africa, and Asia. Old world, new world navigations. Homo sapiens, biological name for human beings. Homo Colossus, that is the resource-consuming gigantic human being. Then we talked about ecological exuberance gives emotional exuberance, gives the political exuberance, gives the social exuberance. Exuberance is efflorescence, jubilation, that is the happy scenario, something like that. Detritus ecosystem is decaying dead organic matter-based ecosystems. Ecological ecarages, fuel ecarages, trade ecarages, fossil ecarages. Current economic progress of many countries in the planet Earth is the trade ecarage. A particular country that lacks no resources, such as Singapore, getting the ecarages somewhere else and improving the temporary carrying capacity and its affluence. So that concept I articulated. Carrying capacity, the real, how it differs from phantom carrying capacity. American dreams, Australian dreams, that is the exuberance, that is the non-competitive lifestyles, all collapse due to carrying capacity deficits, that is the phantom carrying capacity. Then the niches, ecological niches, social niches, political niches, human predicament, human dilemma. 8 billion people live on the planet Earth. There are depleted resources. How these 8 billion people will live, maintain their living standards, that is the human predicament. Low pressure regions like Siberia, Alaska, interior Saharan region, interior Australia does not have any carrying capacity. From Lincoln 1865 assassination to Biden 2025 or so, 35 million people to 350 million people, the population growth. Age of exuberance, affluence of 400 years, 1500 AD to almost 2000, economic affluence in the New World, especially United States. We are now in post-exuberant era, population doublings, ecological overshoot, ecological boom, ecological crash, diachronic competition, stealing from your future generation, the current generation. Last generation stole the oil, gas, natural resources to the current generations, the waters, the damage, the habitat. So we are paying for that. And we are stealing from our future. That is the diachronic competition. Economic recession is a sort of diachronic competition. Cornucopian paradigm, social paradigm, how it compares to Dr. Catton's version of ecological paradigm. 27, I compared those two paradigms. Hunters and gatherers. Traditional hunters before agriculture invention lived day-to-day marginal life looking for a prey and food. Today's industrial niches, industrial hunters and gatherers every day look for hunting for coal, hunting for natural gas, hunting for fossil fuel, oil to run their lives. Traditional hunters, gatherers, industrial hunters and gatherers. Population pressure, that is different from population density. MICD, mutual interference per capita per day. Examples with mice, example with humans, I talked about. Then we talk about the post-exuberant era, how people adjust realism, cargoism, cosmetism, cynicism, asceticism. Then the 5 modes of adaptations, I put it in one place. Liebig's law of minimum, the restricting capacity, how this law of minimum with carrying capacity adjustments. The sword of Damocles, that is from the Greek mythology, compared with the sword of resource depletion. Then lot of people think the developing nations we are going to become developing nations, industrial nations. Dr. Catton thinks the different. Not cleared for takeoff for the developing nations. Then the developed countries, industrialized countries, Western countries were asked by the nature to descend their industrialization development. Ecosystems, circular and linear compared. 80 million people live on the planet Earth today. 80 million people are added, per year. Every day 0.25 million people are added. That means 1/4 million added per day. Celebrating the 8th billion human birthday within couple of months coming. And other similar presentations I made, you can go and look at it. Mitram and Bandhvam, if you like the presentations, I appreciate you subscribe the channel, and also if you're listening me at shared chat sites, please post your comments on YouTube or any other site so that I will take them into consideration. See you later in other presentation. Dr. J. Reddy.